Welcome back to a update video. War section has gotten a major update, and it is. I've been reading. I can't explain it. Like, there's some parts where I've already read through most of it, not all of it, but there are some parts where I'm like, why would they do this? That didn't make sense. But then there's other parts where I'm like, oh my god, this is a game changer. So again, we're gonna start from the beginning, and then we're just gonna work our way down from the update. So the very first one is general. This is added tutorial level, mandatory to the first time you start the game. And I noticed this immediately. Like as soon as I logged into War Section, immediately it says learning, and I'm like I have over 900 hours in this game. Why do I need to learn? So, but I guess oh well. So I just immediately you can literally just log in and then log straight back out. So just literally do learning, hit the menu, exit the menu, you're done. Next is the map editor. Now this is like everyone has been waiting for. The map editor. It is just, well, as you know, just you can create maps and play private matches with it. And I have heard that they're going to take some of the more unique maps and use them in the main War Selection game. Of course, it's still probably going to be, randomly generated, but at least some of the randomly generated ones will actually make sense. Now, I am slightly concerned about it because while it is great to have, two set areas with everyone still having equal, so of like ranked, but I feel like if you play enough, then it's just going to, like, some people will notice that you're like, this is the same map as before, and immediately know everything about the map, where the resources are, and the such. So I'm a little bit concerned about it, but otherwise I'm not gonna complain about it. As long as it's different enough to where people, like, you play like a dozen maps and you probably forget by the time you reach your 19th game. So, the next one is visuals and sound. Resource deposits are now shown on the minimap. Okay. Um, like, I have to go check. I'm probably going to show all of this. I'm probably going to play around and show all this and edit it into the video. And then we're going to see how it is. So I guess you can now see stone and iron mines, which actually can be useful because I got really tired of searching, going across the map searching for that one iron mine in team games. I guess now you can actually see it. Some forests now consist of palm trees. I don't know the differences of the just normal tree or palm tree, but I guess we'll find out. I guess maybe the palm trees might have wood, or maybe just a decor. Oh well. Various cursors have been added for actions that require specifying a position on the landscape. Does that mean we're able to actually ping the map now? Various cursors have been added for actions. I think this might be. This is specifying a position on the landscape, so I guess it might be like a ping system. Yeah, it looks to me like a ping system, if anything. Maybe you can like draw on the map now. That'd be kind of cool with team games. Next is Zambrook now sits on a horse. I don't know why they changed that. I like the camel better. I guess we'll have to look at the horse. Honestly, I prefer the camel. Looks so much better in my opinion. But that's just how it goes. Soldier and Industrial Revolution Ranger now looks differently. Looks different for other countries. I did see a thing about that. Yes. Okay. So the Soldier and Industrial Revolution Ranger. So those now look like their own special, like little people. Like, for example, the French. Like, if you play France, then you look like you have like a France kind of soldier. If you have if you went Russian, then you have like a Russian-looking soldier. Then again, the Russian soldiers already look like normal soldiers, like a Russian soldier. But like each soldier, like each country had its own specific design, so that's kind of cool. Berry bushes may be a little snowy. I guess this is in case you're in a snow area. I guess. Cut down trees like for considerably less time. Okay, I mean it's just like that wasn't really a problem. I mean, it was a little bit of a problem with like the trees, kind of like you didn't know where the forest was, but it never really bothered me because the workers would just cut down the trees themselves. So as long as I knew where the workers were, it was fine. Many units signal with a voice to start their attack. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The upgrade Taming the Horse is now called Stirrups. Okay. Just a name change. The upgrade of Quiver is now called Mounted Archery. Okay. I suppose so. Bug fixes. Private match does not start by map code. Okay, I guess that was a bug. Enemy units is not deselected when it's Fog of War. Okay, yeah. Okay, that kind of annoyed me. Those, but like sometimes I would like select an area, but then they would like as soon as the Fog of War popped in, they would just stop moving, and I had to go back and actually move. So I always had to click, you know, next to the object in order for it to make in order for them to keep going. Minimap scale does not change following the other interfaces. Okay. Some units have a dance button that doesn't work. That was for the partisans. Yeah, that was for the partisans. The battle formation tooltip overlaps the mini card. Okay, and then other bugs. Okay. Balance. So now we're going to the balance of where the soldiers are now. We're going through different ages. We're going to start with we're just going to go down the list and into from Stone Age to Industrial from each country. Let's see, Stone Age. Warrior. Time between hits increased from 1 second to 1.1 second. I don't know how that changes. Like, I guess, it adds up. Like, so 10 seconds will add an extra second. But honestly, a warrior itself still, it is like, the warrior's job is to do as much damage to the workers and to the TC and then die. They're not meant to succeed. They're not meant to survive. And the Warriors already have a high hit ratio, so I don't know how a 0.1 would do that much. Slinger damage to buildings reduced from 5 to 8 to 4. Okay. Yes, that didn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because slingers were kind of OP at destroying buildings, especially when you have a group of them, because like one group can just destroy a house immediately. I do think they should have increased, like the slinger itself already does like a fair amount of damage, but I still think that if they're going to do that, then should at least increase the damage from up to 2 other units. So yeah, that's I suppose so. I'm not too mad about that. I never use the slingers anyways, except for attacking people. So oh well. Next is early Europe. Now this was big. This one I did read. Elder House health increase from 1,000 to 1,500. That is big because even just a slight increase in Elder House, especially a European Elder House, that was tough to break. Like really tough to break. You had to get dozens of warriors, and that's even if you could. So you're probably going to see a substantial shift from going straight to the Elder House unless they have, unless the Elder House is completely by itself. To people warrioring, specifically workers who will go Europe. And again, Europe has always been just the workers were the target because when it comes to Europe, if you lose a single worker, that's still hard to deal with. Losing workers for Europe immediately just took a toll on your economy. Worker wheat extraction speed increased from 1.3 to 1.4. Okay. That's pretty big. Because wheat extraction, that's if you go East Europe, that's a lot of food, and East Europe requires more food. Well, no, yeah, it's true. Actually, I would say East Europe requires more food, whereas Western Europe requires more metal and materials. So yeah, that's good. RAM, number of required population reduced from 4 to 3. Okay, okay. Not many people use the RAM, but you know, if it works, it works. Early Asia, elder house health increased from 850 to 1200. Again, huge. Like the elder house for Asia went down in a snap. It did not matter. Like 20 warriors could bring down that house. And to do that is basically saying, yeah, you can try to attack my TC, but it's gonna be like destroying a normal European TC. So that's quite big actually. You know, these increases to the TC, that's huge. That is very huge, and will probably change the game completely when it comes to, especially the Stone Warrior Rush. It might not change it for the overall game itself, but people won't be targeting the house if it takes that long to destroy it. Next is the manual RAM. Time between attacks reduced from 2 seconds to 1.8. All right, all right. The RAM did take quite a while for it to go. It took quite a while, but you know, a 0.2 second, that's useful. That's useful, especially for Asia. Stables research time of stirrup decreased from 120 seconds to 60 seconds. Oh, we're good. Okay. Research time of mounted archery decreased from 120 to 60 seconds. Okay, we're gonna see a lot more cavalry rushes with Asia. We are going to see a lot more because literally the research time itself, like by the time you got the horse for Asia, when you try to rush cavalry, you would already be in Iron Age. So and you know making your way into medieval, because like you know that took forever. So we're gonna see probably a lot more Asian cavalry rushes um, in the upcoming games. That's good. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, Western Europe. Town Hall health increase from 2,000 to 4,000. Okay, okay. You know, medieval isn't really the area where people will as people will target the TC, especially Western Europe. Western Europe TCs, medieval, are really hard to break, so people wouldn't worry because also you need specialized troops. So we're probably that's probably going to be pretty big in some ways, especially if you build your TC too close to the water. People are gonna have more time to repair it and react. Fort's improvement time to barracks rifle range is stable, reduced from 50 to 40 seconds. Okay. Barracks improvement time to King's Barracks reduced from 90 to 60 seconds. Shooting range improvement time to the Royal Range reduced from 90 to 60 seconds. Stables, same thing. Okay. Yes, that's good too because it took, you know, when you try to like transition, it not only was expensive, but it took too long. So we're probably, depending on how it is, we're probably going to see way more like maybe squads and such, and especially way more. You know, we're probably going to see a lot more European players playing Western Europe. Western Europe was an extremely expensive, you know, route to go, and for it to reduce those seconds, like in War Section, every second counts. So for them to reduce the seconds on that, especially since the the state, like going to the Royal from Forts to Royal was just ooh, that took a while. Workers wheat extraction speed increased from 1.4 to 1.5. Okay, that's good. Onager number of shells increased from 6 to 9. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess okay. I guess it wouldn't make sense because the onager wasn't very useful except against infantry. Like against infantry, the onager can just wipe an army. But against other siege, like if we were trying to do a siege, the onager was probably like the worst because it just spread and it wouldn't target the one thing you needed. And the damage is increased from 40 to 50. All right. Wall price reduced from 80 to 60. Yes. Okay. Yep. I'm walling more in Europe. Fuck yes. Oh, you're gonna see me a lot more walls in Europe. Hell to the yeah. Cause okay, I gotta say, like I'm a massive waller, and for them to reduce the materials by 20, that is huge. That is huge. Cannon time between attacks reduced from 10 to 8 seconds. Okay. Bombard time reduced attacks from 10 to 8 seconds. Okay. Landschnicks armor average increased from 12 to 14. They didn't have to increase. No, no. Those Landschnicks are as powerful. Were powerful already. They didn't have to increase the armor on those. And Heavy Knights too. Yeah, they should have kept the Landschnicks and Heavy Knights the same. They should not have increased those two. Those two were already as powerful as they needed to be. They were not. The armor value does not need to increase. Devs, if you're listening to this, put the armor value back to where they were. They were too powerful. Eastern Europe, Chambers health increased from 1,500 to 3,000. Okay, okay, okay. Wheat extraction speed 1.5 to 1.6. Okay, that's pretty good. Catapult projectile dispersion from 18 to 15%. Maximum distance increased from 200 to 220. Okay. What does it mean by projectile dispersion? It didn't have that much. Like, it was just one solid rock. But okay, I suppose. Wall cost reduced from 70 to 50 materials. All right, yeah, that's what we're talking. We're talking. Yeah, fuck yeah. You know, we're gonna see a lot more people wall in Europe. Hell, free for all is gonna be harder. Cannon time between attacks reduced from 9 to 7 seconds. Okay. Squad armor average increased from 8 to 10, and light knight increased from 4.6 to 5.5. I don't understand. They did not increase. They did not need to increase the armor value on these guys. The squad. I'm trying to think. Maybe the squad, but I don't know. The light knights, I think, were fine. Their armor value was the same. Again, they did not have to increase the. They did not have to increase this at all. It was very, very annoying to deal with an army of squad. I guess it would change now, but again, I preferred for this not to be the same. Like, I guess the Europe did need a buff. It did desperately need a buff, but again, I can't just say yeah, I agree with this, but I can't say no, I don't agree with it either. Asia, West Asia in particular. Palace health increased from 2,000 to 3,000. Okay, it was about the same as Eastern Europe. Wall price reduced from 70 to 50. Okay, Ballista. Time between attacks reduced from 7 to 6. Okay. Ballista definitely did need to reduce in time. Although I feel like the Ballista was kind of in some ways broken when it comes to dealing damage to structures, but to each their own. I guess that's fine. Cannon reduced from 10 to 8 seconds can be upgraded to Turkish cannon. Okay, that's good. That's good. It was kind of annoying because a lot of units could just be upgraded, but like the cannon for Asia couldn't. If you got Turkey. Sipex speed reduced from 80 to 75. Price increase from 150 food to 50 materials to the same but with 40 metal. Whoa, they should have decreased. They shouldn't have yes, okay. This is good because now we won't see as many Sipex coming in at you at once. But 40 metal is a lot, but people are still going to do it. They're just going to focus way more workers onto metal. And speaking of which, like the upgrade for Mamelukes. It already required metal to upgrade the Mamelukes, but I guess this kind of like will stop people from getting as many sit packs as needed. And it'll be a lot harder for if they sit pack rush. So this is definitely a nerf for sit packs, which is good. But I think, I really do think that their damage, their AoE needed to be changed. Mamelukes, speed reduced from 70 to 65. Okay. Just to upgrade them. Light abrasive sharpening. Upgrade the price from... Oh! This is big. This is actually needed to upgrade the sit packs and like for their swords to do more damage. It was like, or I think it was like a secant weaponry, wasn't it? I have to look into this, but this would actually be big because if this is what I'm thinking of, like what needed for the stables, then the price change on this, like 500 metal, another 300 materials. That's actually big. That could actually be the game changer. People won't spend that much metal for that. So this is definitely like a debuff for West Asia. Nothing about the elephants though, so I guess that's good for me. East Asia, Palace health increase from 2,000 to 3,000, okay. Price for walls reduced from 70 to 50, okay. Samurai damage increased from 12 to 13. Don't know why they increased that. Time between Ronin attack for Ronin, time between attacks increased from 1.0 to 1.1, I guess, sure. Mounted Samurai average health, armor on average increased from 3.3 to 5.2. Damage decreased from 15 to 14. Okay. Their armor for Mounted Samurai definitely need to go up, although I think the damage itself should have stayed the same. Sprinkle time between attacks reduced from 8 to 7 seconds. Okay, that's good. That's good. They definitely need reduced time. Rocket tank cannon time between attacks reduced from 9 to 8. Okay. Hand cannon time between attacks reduced from 6.5 to 6 seconds. Okay. I suppose. Next, we're going on to the revolution in all the different countries. Industrial Revolution. City Hall health increase from 3,000 to 5,000. Okay. Airfield, the price reduced from 500 materials and 1,000 metals to 3,000 materials. I'm sorry, 500 materials and 1,000 metal to 300 materials and 800 metal. Okay. Anti-Hedgehog deployment frequency increased by 15%, and the price has been reduced to 120 materials and 50 metal to 140 to 140 240. Okay. I mean, I suppose. I mean, deployment frequency, does that mean like how fast they can get it up? I suppose. Aerostat, the price of the improvement to the location station reduced from 1,500 800 to 1,200 materials and 600 metal. Okay. Sure. Why not? Not that big, but definitely, useful. Mine. A mine. Wait, did they get mines now? Ooh. Or wait, they already had mines. Price increase from 700 materials, 2,000 metal to 1,000 1,000 materials and 2,600 1,000 materials and 2,600 metal. That's a big leap, honestly. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Mine as in, oh wow, I'm an idiot. Mine as in the metal mines. I thought it was mine as in. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was thinking like mine you place underground. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, soldier time between attacks reduced from 2.2 seconds to 1.8 seconds. Okay. Motorcycle damage to buildings reduced from 10 to 8. That's actually good because again their damage was way too much. To buildings at least. To units it was fine. Turkey. Zambaruk. Damage range reduced by 20%. I think they should have kept. I think the damage range was fine as it is. Health reduced from 200 to 1,800. Okay, I would prefer. I mean, the Zambaruk health. Yes. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Zambaruks are powerful, especially in groups. But against any anti-infantry, those things fell like flies. So I think they should have stayed the same. Then again, they did pass by towers as if it was nothing. So, I suppose. China mounted guardsman damage reduced from 25 to 24. I don't think that made a difference because honestly, like people wouldn't get like one or two, they would get a whole group and just annihilate whatever there. They would do drive-bys, so it's not like that would change much. Sure, okay, a 1 point of damage, sure that might be a lot, but all it would require is an extra drive-by. India, okay, this is interesting. Elephant machine gun bullet dispersion increased from 22 to 25. Okay. Armor on average reduced from 4.8 to 13.1. So we definitely see a nerf, but also a buff to machine gun elephant. Okay, bullet dispersion. Okay, I'll leave that. But in the armor decreasing. Okay, that's big because those things were literally like walking tanks. Like you can't even explain machine gun elephants because they could literally just walk by a group of any form of infantry, and unless you had like serious both anti-armor and anti-infantry side by side shooting at those fuckers, they were never going down. France, okay, we might see a buff with France, hopefully. FC-17 time between attacks reduced from 5 to 4. Nope, we see a decrease. Projectile dispersion reduced from 20% to 15%. The FT-17 was the only viable tank that was good for France, and instead of buffing it, you debuffed it. Why? France is shit. You just made France even more shit than it already was. The armor for France, like the armored units for France, are garbage. You shouldn't debuff them. You should be increasing the projectile dispersion. Okay, the time between attacks from 5 to 4. Okay. When I said it was bad, okay, 5 to 4 is actually a buff. I'm sorry. But the projectile dispersion should be increased. Or I'm sorry, it actually should stay the same, honestly. So, yeah. So, you do see a tiny buff with France, but honestly, the projectile dispersion should stay the same. The time between attacks, however, is still good. So we do see a slight buff, but also just an equal debuff. So once again, France is still garbage. The armored unit is still garbage. Aircraft carrier speed increased from 20 to 30. Okay. That is a buff. Because the aircraft carrier was slow, very slow, and needed an escort, kind of slow. So I suppose the aircraft carrier speed is increased. So yeah, that's good. Germany, okay. Pillbox, price reduced. Okay, we're already seeing a buff from 400 to 2,500 to 400 to 2,000. Okay, so it's reduced in metal. Arsenal price reduced from 3,000 to 1,600 to 2,500 to 1,300. Okay, so we do see we see some good stuff. ME262 now deals damage to allies. Oh yay! Yay! As if we didn't have enough trouble. Wait, but the ME262 was a plane. Why was it? It's a plane that no one used. Well, wait, how did it do? How can it do damage to allies? It only affected air-based targets, like balloons and other planes. It couldn't attack land targets, so I don't know how it would do damage to allies. Unless you had a group of them, but I guess since they're in clumps, I suppose. Tank Mouse damage to anti-hedgehogs increased to 2,300 to or 230 to 280. Sorry, 230 to 280. Okay. No one used the tank mouse, so it's not like. So basically, the only thing good about Germany is the pillbox and arsenal. That's the only thing good. The MB262 did announce damage to allies, in which no one ever used the 262 because no one ever got to IR2 for Germany because it was so damn expensive. And then the tank mouse, which again no one used, can do damage to anti-hedgehog. So it's a buff for Germany, yes, but it's. I guess it makes people want to get to IR2 faster, I suppose. I can't speak for Germany. The only thing good about it is the pillbox and arsenal. The rest is just okay. All right. So that has been my update video. That is the end of the updates. I hope you enjoyed. I would give this major update a 7 out of 10. No, 6. No, I give it a 6 out of 10. I can't like some of them are good, but some of them are very, very, very good. No. Actually, you know what? No. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, we'll say 7 out of 10. The update is actually very good, especially with the TCs, because now people won't target the TC like immediately because they have so much more health. Now they'll actually focus on the buildings and other stuff to actually take out the TC. So that works very well. We might see a lot less Stone Warrior rushes, maybe. Actually, nah, it's only 1 point difference. So I'm sorry, 0.1 difference. So the warrior rushes are here to stay, guys. Unfortunately, so if you keep getting warrior rush in your games, I'm sorry, they're here to stay for now. Because people won't target the TC, they'll just target the workers in the houses instead. So I suppose that is good. Yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you all enjoyed. Next video, we're gonna try out the map editor. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Also, leave your comments on what you think down below.